great moment to you out there. First and foremost, let me welcome you to this beautiful and maiden edition of Strictly for Men, a men's roundtable where we gather together to delve into matters that concerns men, matter that affects men of the society. And when we talk about matters that affect men, we are talking about finances, we are talking about health, we are talking about relationship. We're talking about that relationship comprises of marriage, parenting, and so many other issues that we cannot necessarily share with others about. But the best that we can do as men is to encourage ourselves by helping ourselves with knowledge, with updates, with informations that can better our lives and helps us to become, you know, the men, the great men that God had ordained us to be. So before I start out this evening, let me first and foremost introduce myself. My name is Alfred Oluwafemi Alamo. My humble self, some of you or most of you knows me as the admin, the founding admin of Driverpreneur, a platform for e-hailing drivers that accommodates over 150 men that are into the e-hailing world. And also I am, a pastor to the glory of God. I am a realtor, I'm an entrepreneur, I'm a life coach, I'm a public speaker. So there are so many things that I do, that makes me me. So if I mention my name, a whole lot of people knows me for one or two or many of those things. So that's that about me. I'm married, and I have, three wonderful, beautiful children to the glory of God. So this wonderful evening, or depends on the time zone that you find yourself in, I would like you to know that you are in for something great, you are in for something good. So without wasting much of our time, as men, we cannot gather together and not talk about finances. Yes, we need to because one of the serious issues that affects us is that affect our roles as man is ability and inability not to provide based on the capacity that God had given to us. So the issue of financial provisions or financial capacity or capability is of optimum concern. Now, the Bible says something so profound. This is from the book of Ecclesiastes. It says that the labor of fools frustrate them because they don't know how to get to the city. This was Solomon talking about, um, being smart in whatever it is that we do. Everybody labor, everybody works. But what makes the difference between a wise and a fool is because knowledge is involved. The labor of fools wearies them, for they don't know how to get to the city. That knowing is a factor. And for us not to be a fool, we need to scale up by doing what? Adding knowledge to knowledge. Adding knowledge to knowledge. To what we currently know, we need to add more. The proof that you know is that you need to know more. The more you know, the more you realize you don't know. So it's very, very important we add knowledge to knowledge. So if laboring were the way to become wealthy, we will have only few poor people on earth. You can agree with me that we have people that labors in mile 12, in mile 2, Alaba International Market. Everywhere you see people, Idumota, you see men, you see people laboring. You see men in construction sites that can lift 3 bags of cement all at once. Men that can carry gravel, granite that is mixed, concrete, that can take concrete, pounds of concrete at once. Now, if it is by labor, these should be the richest people on earth. They should be richer. They should be wealthier than some of the so-called rich men that we have. But it's not by that. It's not by that. So if laboring were to be, yeah, I mean, if laboring were the way to become wealthy, we will have only few poor people on earth. So many people labor endlessly and yet remain poor. Yes, because they don't know how to translate their labor into wealth. So hard work must be accompanied with smart work for labor to produce the expected profit. So if you want to produce expected profit, if you want to maximize your labor, you need to not only work hard, you need to work smart. Many wants to become rich and wealthy, but they don't know how. So it is that how that we are going to delve on this moment. So a lot of people know what they want, but they don't know how to get it. That's another issue. They don't know how to get it. You know what you want. If I ask the question, what do you want to become? How many of you are, satisfied with your current situation? What's your goal in life? And all of that. The question is not that you don't know the answer. You have an answer to all of these questions. But how do you achieve your goals? How do you attain that level of financial freedom and independence that you so desire? It is how. The how is what matter. The how is what we don't know oftentimes. So hard work must be accompanied by smart work for labor to produce the expected profit. So we know what we want to, but we don't know how we want to get what we want to get. So those who don't have it, you understand, um a lot of people know what, like I said, a lot of people know what they want from life, but they don't know how to get it from life. So if there is anything that has caused the greatest problem, for people in life, it is the issue of money. You will agree with me. There cannot be romance without finance. Yes, there cannot be romance without finance. You cannot be a good man without money. Yes, I repeat, you cannot be a good man without money. You cannot be a good husband without money. You cannot be a good father without money. You cannot be a good son-in-law without money. You cannot be a good friend without money. Yes, you cannot be a good friend without money. You cannot be a good neighbor without money. Yes, for those of us that are Christian, oftentimes we read the story of the Good Samaritan. I want to put it to you that the Levite and the priest that walk past the wounded man and fail to help the man, they themselves are struggling. They don't have money. They don't have means. They don't have the substance to help the man. Let's be fact. Let's be real. They don't have what it takes to help that man. If they have what it takes, they will help the man. The Good Samaritan was riding on a camel. Let's face the fact. He was riding on a camel. He has companies of men with him that are going along on the journey with him. So he's financially secured. He has the means, he has the substance. The man that is going, you should know, is not trekking. That is why he could have first aid kits with him. He first of all provide first aid solution to the wounded man. I'm talking about the story of the Good Samaritan. So the Good Samaritan has money, is wealthy. That was why it's easy for him to, dispense good works to the wounded man. So when we read that story, oftentimes we are quick to criticize. How can a old priest, you see someone that is, is not compassionate, is not showing love, is not, how will he carry him on his head? Will he carry? No, of course not. The Levite passed by on the other side. What will he have done? He does not, he is trekking. He does not have mobility. The only one that can help is that Good Samaritan. Yes, the Bible painted it that he took care of the man. He dressed his wound. He put him on a donkey or a camel and took him to a convalescent home, an hospital. Do you understand? He paid for his treatment. And he promised that I'm coming back. Peradventure, what I put down for you, the deposit is not enough. When I return, I'm going to what? I'm going to make a full refund of whatever extras that you spend on this man. Now tell me, you cannot be a good man without money. The Bible says something so profound that a good man leaves inheritance for his children's children. Ah, a good man lives in it. So definition of goodness cannot be complete without financial capacity, without financial abundance. So as men, we need to what? We need to sit tight. We need to do all that we can to make sure that we not only cater and provide for our immediate family, but also make provision for our community and society at large. The Bible says something so profound that in you shall the earth, the families of the earth be blessed. Through you, the families of the. So it's prosperity should not end. It should not end with you. It should not stop on you. And that is why, as men, we need to have this roundtable discussion. We need to have, this forum where we can challenge ourselves, where we can spur ourselves to action. You can't be a good man without money. You cannot be a good uncle without money. You cannot be a good brother-in-law without money. You cannot, money answers all things. Money is a tool for good works. Money is a tool for community impact. So listen and listen good. In all that we do, we need to be financially free. We need financial independence. And for that to come, we need to secure. We need to get intelligence. We need to get wisdom, financial wisdom on this regard. It's very, very important. It's very, very profitable for us as men because they won't teach it to you in school. There is no school of money in school. Yes, there is nothing like that. Nothing like financial intelligence course. So we have to do all we can to what? To educate ourselves financially so that we can make sound and wise decisions as regards our finance. We should know how to invest and all of that. So the hunger and crave that we have, for money is another thing. The Bible says the love of money is a killer disease, is the root of many evil. I said it, in one of the podcasts, that I was featured on, that money is not the root of evil. The love of money is the root of many evil. Not only the love of money is the root of many evil, the lack of money. So it's the love of money and lack of money that is root of many evil. Because the lack of money pushed a whole lot of men into so many things. The love of money pushed some men into a whole lot of dangerous things. The lack of money also is the brain behind so many evil we see perpetuated by men today. So we must see money as a tool for good works. We must see money as resource to build goodwill. Do you understand? So money matters at the root of many vices in the world today. From robbery to assassination to corruption to prostitution to divorce and separations between couples and business partners. Money. So if it's as that important, then we need to talk about it. We need to talk about it. Even in religious circles, money plays a major and vital role to things. Do you understand? So we need to also understand that there is nothing in this world that you can achieve without money. Money answers all things. So money is the root. Money is a tool. Is a tool for good works. It's a tool for good works. You cannot be good enough without money, without you having money. Most of the people that we claim as good people in our life is because one way or the other they have been what? They have been good to us financially. They have come to our rescue when we needed them. You call a friend, please, there's something, blah blah. I need your help. I need you to assist me, blah blah. And that friend offers that help for you. You understand? So if they are talking about good friend, wouldn't you say your friend is a good friend? Even if he's a terrible person, even if he doesn't have a good character towards his neighbor or towards his relative, as far as you are concerned, he's a good man. when you are in school, when some of you are in school and all of that, and you are, whenever you return back and you pay your uncle visit, or you visit some of your family friends or some of your big bros, you understand? And you say, tomorrow I'll be going back to school, and I say, oh, Kunle, so you'll be going, I don't really have much, but don't worry, I'm going to get you something. I'm going to get you something. The people that we term or define as good people in our circle or in our life are the people that have been good to us financially. Are the people that have been servicing our economic engine. That's a statement of fact. Any person that you see is a good person, is a good man, is a good woman, is a good that. Fine, the root of the matter is, the root of it is, at some point you have been in need and they come to your rescue. What if they don't have what to offer? Yeah, and that's the irony of it, because many people that you feel they are bad are not actually bad, but because as at that time they don't have what it takes to respond to your need. Or every time you come around them, they tell you, I don't have, before you even ask, they have asked you. Before you even, you know, before you even open your mouth, they tell you their problems and all of that. So oftentimes you don't want to associate yourself with them. And it's biblical. Yes, the rich has many friends, the poor has no friend. The poor is even despised by his own, relatives. So, I can never be poor. I don't know about you. I will never be poor. To be a poor man, oh my God. And poverty is not the absence of money. There are so many things that makes up for poverty, because a whole lot of poor men are working with money, but they are poor. The reason why they are poor is because their mindset is poor. So today, we are going to really look at something so profound, and it's going to be the starting point, because at every of our discussion, we will be talking about that. And in as much as it's very, very important, we also don't want to, you know, waste our time. Rather, invest it profitably in things that matters to us as men. So the introduction part, the introductory part has been done and has been settled. You understand that money is a tool, and we need money for good works. And we cannot be a good husband, we cannot be a good father, we cannot be a good neighbor, we cannot be a good uncle, we cannot be a good son-in-law, we cannot be a good brother-in-law without money. Without money. So the introduction, by way of introduction, I would like to say, if you want to get rich, take risk. If you want to stay rich, avoid risk. If you want to get rich, take risk. If you want to stay rich, avoid risk. This is very, very, very heavy. It's an heavy statement. It's an heavy statement. And I know a whole lot of questions will be ranging from every one of us mind that, you said we should take risk, and you said we should avoid risk. What is the disparity between the two statements? It's contradicting itself. No, it's not. You can make it big by taking risk. Do you understand? But for you to stay rich, you need to take what is called calculated risk. You need to take what is called calculated risk. The reason, practical examples are the people that won lotteries. Statistics shows that, like 8 out of 10 people that won lottery, that had a lucky break through lottery, lost it in less than 10 years of their life. And this is one of the reasons why. Because you can gamble your way to being rich, but you cannot gamble your way to stay rich. So for us to now understand what to do, we need to learn, and we need to master the 3 M's of money. You understand? So number 1 M is making money. And for you to achieve this, you need skills. Yes. You need what? You need skills. You need service. You need career. You need business for you to make money. Do you understand? That is the first level. 3 M's of money. We all start from that first level. We all start from that level. We all make money. We all make money. Do you understand? Both the rich and the poor, they have what is called income. So, but what separates the rich from the poor is the second M, which is managing money. Managing money. From our slide here, you can see. Let me zoom this. Managing money. And when we talk about money management, we're talking about budgeting, we are talking about savings, we are talking about organizing your financial statement. It's very, very important you know where your money goes. It is very, very important you know the direction where your money is moving towards. It helps you to check the status, the health status of your finance. It's very, very, very important we understand this. There is a Parkinson law that says expenses, increases alongside with income. It's a Parkinson law. It's a law. It's a Parkinson law. It's called Parkinson law, that expenses will always rise above the level of income. Expenses will always rise above the level of your income. Expenses will always rise above the level of your income. So if you want to be proficient as a man, if you want to gain mastery of your finances, you must learn money management. You must be intentional about your money management. There are so many things, there are so many self-sabotaging habits that you need to avoid. Wasteful spending. Now, for you to spend money on anything, first and foremost, let me say this. In everything you do, pay yourself first. Pay what? Pay yourself first. Yes, what you are earning is not enough to take care of so many things. Yes, but first thing first, before you pay others, pay yourself first. Pay yourself first. Before you pay others, pay yourself first. At least 10% of every of your income must go into savings. Do you know why? Because if you don't have a savings, you don't have a financial future. If you don't have a savings, I repeat, you don't have financial future. You must learn to pay yourself first. You must learn to pay yourself first. You go to the filling station, you buy fuel, you pay the fuel attendant. You go to the booker or canteen or restaurant, you pay you pay for the service they render to you there. You pay every other person and you forget to pay yourself. So pay yourself first. As believers, as Christian that I am, before anything, you need to pay God and you need to pay yourself. It's very, very important. If you don't have savings, you don't have financial future. If you don't have savings, you don't have financial future. If you don't have savings, you don't have financial. So you must learn to pay yourself first. Pay yourself. Pay yourself. If you are getting value for this session, I want you to type 777. If you are following me on Discord, please type 777 on the comment section. I want to know the number of people that are, going along with what we are doing here tonight. Yes. Yes. Pay yourself first. Pay yourself first. Pay yourself first. Pay yourself first. 10% of every of your income should go into savings. You get why? We will talk about that, in the next M. So we're talking about the first M, which is making money. Everybody makes money, but not everybody who makes money knows how to manage their money, which comes with discipline, which comes with prudency, which comes with a whole lot of effort. Money management is key, and if we can get this sorted, like 50% or more of the issues we are having, is sorted. Because money management will help you to delay gratification. Money management will help you to know your wants from your needs. Money management will always help you and enables you to ask the right question. before you buy anything. You want to change your phone. The question is why? Why do you need a new phone? You want to buy a new clothes, or you want to buy a shoe, or you want to, whatever it is that you want to buy. You understand? The question will now be, why do I need these things? So if you can answer 5 reasons, minimum, on a minimum, 5 reasons why you must have that thing, it means that thing is not a want, it's a need. If you can answer proficiently what the value those things that you want to buy or that you feel you need at the moment, that any other thing cannot wait, except, I get these things. If you can ask yourself 5 whys why that thing needs to be gotten, and you can be true and be sincere with yourself, definitely it shows that you really need that thing. But if you cannot, if your answers are not, they are not robust, they are not, productive. I mean, they are not sound enough. It means, you just want it maybe for a physio or for, to elevate your status. But it is not wise. It is not wise, because some people look rich while they don't have anything. So you don't have to look rich to appear rich. No. Mm-mm. Mm. So it's a mirage. It's a mirage. It's a mirage. You don't need a 50,000 naira watch when you can afford to get 20,000 naira or 10,000 naira watch. You don't need a 250,000 naira shoe. What's the purpose of the shoe? To move from one place to another, or to appear in a public function. If what you have at the moment is okay and is serving, you don't need an upgrade for anything. Do you understand? Because in everything you do, that Parkinson law, you must reverse it. You must learn to beat that law. It says expenses will always rise above income. Expenses will always rise above income. If you are earning 100,000 naira, your expenses is likely going to be more than that 100,000 naira. If not 200,000 naira, if not 300, if not 500,000 naira. So if you are not wise with yourself, if you are not wise in the area of spending, if you are not taking management of finances seriously, you will keep living above your means. And the goal is to live not just within your means, to live below your means. To live below your means. If you are earning 100,000 naira, you don't live within that 100,000 naira. You live below that 100,000 naira. You live below that 100,000 naira, because something must be kept aside. Something must be kept aside for emergency. Something must be kept aside for unforeseen circumstances. So the third M is multiplying money. The third M is what? Multiplying money. And this is where the rubber hits the road. This is the differentiating factor that separates the poor from the rich and wealthy. Ability to multiply. And this is it. This is it. This is it. This is the level where your money begins to work for you. We started by working for money, by making money. But at the level of multiplication of money, you are not only working to make money, you have learned to put your money to work hard for you. Are you getting what I'm saying? You have moved from making money to making the money that you have made to make more money for you. That is the level or the realm of multiplication that we are talking about. And look at it. Look at the chart. Look at the chart. We see invest, we see grow, and we see compound. We see invest, we see grow, and we see compound. Meaning that, whatever it is that you have put aside, whatever it is that you have saved, you must look for a platform, a proven platform of investment that can help you to grow it and at the same time compound it, so that that money will now begin to what? Reproduce after its kind, and you begin to what? Enjoy yourself by spending from the proceeds of whatever it is that your money has made for you. I hope you are getting value, for these, sessions that we are having right now. Now, another key thing that we need to know is the cash flow quadrant. The cash flow quadrant. I don't want this video to take much, time. So maybe in the next episode we will continue, because there are so many other things we need to look out in this financial, you know, intelligence, um financial intelligence session. So we can't exhaust this in just this session. So we have to, take the next class. We will have to, the next episode, we have to capture, this on our call. So talking about cash flow quadrant, if you look at this quadrant, you will see we have the employee. Let me zoom it. We have the employee, we have the self-employed, we have the business owner, and we have the investor. Now, let me quickly explain, these quadrants one after the other. As an employee, you work for money, and at the end of the day, you are expecting salary. Alongside with that salary, you are trusting God for job security. You are trusting for security. That's okay. You should not get sacked. That the work, the employment you are in should be able to take care of you, your family, your health, and every other thing. But we know it's a mirage. Salary cannot make you rich. Hello, salary cannot what? Cannot make you rich. Yes, yes, that's the statement of fact. It's the truth. Salary will not. I've not seen anywhere anyone that salary has made rich. Salary alone cannot make you rich. All the richest men in the world that we can identify with, they are in business. They are business owners. They are not just business owners, they are investors. So salary is not enough. Yes, that is the level you make money. That is the first level to financial freedom. You understand? Making money, which is salary earns you something at the end of the month. Salary earns you something. So, but you don't remain at the level of being an employee. Yes, you need to shift and transit. As you do 9 to 5, you also need to do 5 to 9. As you do 9 to 5, you also need to do 5 to 9, meaning that as you are working to earn salary, you also need to develop yourself, develop a business within that. When you vacate from your 9 to 5, you can resume from 5 to 9 and spend like qualitative hours, maybe like 3 hours or 4 hours of your time on a daily basis in your home business. Yes. So from there, you have moved from being an employer to become self-employed. Yes. At this level, you have what is called um time freedom. Yes. You have time freedoms. Opportunities are coming. You have gigs. You have openings here and there. People are getting to know you for what you do. Oh, can you come and supply this for us? Can you come and get. So people are calling you for your products or for your service. So, but the challenge here is this, that it's still the you that is on the job. You are still being active on the job. And you realize in our previous or subsequent episode, we talked about active income, we talked about passive and residual income. You understand? So, for you to move from this cadre to the next one, you need to convert your earning from strength to sense. Because as a self-employed person, you only make money whenever you show up in your business. You only make money whenever you show up. It is your strength that is making money for you. As a fashion designer, as an Uber driver, as an e-hailing driver, it is whenever you drive, you make money whenever you go online to drive. So meaning whenever you are not driving, you are not making money. Do you understand? So you are rewarded for the time that you put into the service. You are rewarded for the time that you put into into the service. You are rewarded for your activeness on the job. It's very, very, very important. It is very, very important. So, and that's why we need to move from here to the next level. Move to the next level. Tell somebody and tell yourself that I am moving to my next level. I am moving to a better level. This is good. Being an employee is good. Being a self-employed is better. But the best of the quadrant is when you own a business. Yes, as a business owner, you've not just, you've not just graduated from being a self-employed, but you've learned to build system. You've learned to build system and structures into your business. You've learned to leverage on system and structures. And what is system? System, from the acronym SYSTEM, means that you are saving yourself stress. You are saving your strength, time, energy, and money. That's what system will get you. Save yourself strength, energy, time, energy, and money. We can say, okay, save yourself stress. System will take stress away from your life. You don't stress because the template already is there. The template is there already, is running. It saves you time. You don't have to be on the job for you to earn from it. You don't have to be in the business for you to earn from the business. At this level, being a business owner, you are sitting on the business, not in the business. It's a two different thing. You are on the business. You are not in the business. Look at Dangote, for example. He has built system. He does not need to stay awake in the business. He's not the one that is driving truck up and down. He's not the one that is doing supply of cement up and down. He's not the one that is mining cement from Ajaokuta. He's not the one that, a lot of from Ewekoro. He's not in the business. He's only on the business. His role is an oversight. He's performing an oversight function on the business. Are you getting what I'm saying now? So your goal as a business owner is to build system, is to build teams, harmonize teams that can help drive your business to the next level. Yes. You don't know it all. You need to assemble a great team, people that are better off than you are, people that have something upstairs, people that knows more than you. As a leader, we have blind spots. You don't know it all. But there are people under your watch. There are people that God will bring across your path that will help you scale up in everything that you want to become and achieve. So being a business owner means that you have built system, you have built team, and you have a lot of things to leverage on. You leverage on other people's time. Now, as a business owner, you don't only have 24 hours. You have multiple 24 hours. Depends on the number of people that are in your team. Yes. If you have 5 people in your team, it means you have that 24 hours plus your own 24 hours. You have built yourself to the point that you are using your money to buy time. You understand? You are using your money to save yourself and acquire more time for other productive stuff. Yes, a poor man trades time for money, but a rich man trades money for time. A poor man what? Trade time for money. You need time to make money. But a rich man will trade money, will part with money in order to save time. Yes, a practical examples to that. From Lagos to Abuja by road, how many hours will it take you? Just answer the question in your heart. From Lagos to Abuja by air, how many hours will it take you? Kata 45 minutes. It's not even up to an hour. But by road, you can spend 24 hours. There are so many factors that will delay you and all of that. Traffic or what is it called? Traffic in Port Harcourt. There are lot and lot of incidents, insurgencies, security or insecurity reasons will stop you and keep you on the road for hours. So poor men or poor mind wants to save money and use time, whereas the rich will use money to save time. So it's better to choose the quadrant you want to belong. The fourth on that quadrant is investor. Yes, investor, investor, investor. So if you look at these four quadrants very, very well, you will see that on the left side, you have the employee and you have the self-employed. And this arrow here is pointing on active income. Yes, can you see that? It's pointing on active income, meaning that if these two are not present on the job, they are not earning. If these two are not trading their time, they are not earning money. If you call in sick, some organizations will deduct it from your salary at the end of the month. If you get late to work, some organizations will minus it from your salary at the end of the month. If one way or the other there is an eventualities and all of that, it will affect your pay, either as employee or as self-employed. We all know that as e-hailing drivers, that if you don't show up, if you don't own your app, if you don't put your vehicle on the road, you are not earning. If your car breaks down, you are not earning. If you yourself breaks down, your health, you have health challenges, you are not earning. Nobody is giving you anything. That is it. That is it. So because it's an active income, that is the quadrant for active earning, where you have to exchange your strength and time for money. But you see this other quadrant, these two quadrants, as business owners and as an investor, it has nothing to do with your time. It has a whole lot to do with your money. Investment, a one-time investment in real estate, a one-time investment in ETFs, treasury bills, and so many other platforms that we'll be introducing alongside on the course of this forum. You will learn, you'll be able to decipher, which options of investment is suitable and good for you in order to multiply your money. Now, as an investor, what do? You leverage on assets. You leverage on assets to create wealth. So you are not just buying things. You are not buying liabilities. You are not buying things because others are buying them. You are buying them with purpose in mind. You are buying them with sole aim of investment. You are buying assets, you are not buying liability. You are not buying a car because you want to show off. You are buying a car for functionality. You are not buying a phone because and that is what is trending. You are buying a phone for functionality. What can this phone do for me? What is my current phone doing for me? Why do I want to change it? So functionality becomes the reason behind your decisions in any purchasing activity. Before you buy a thing, you look at the functionality. You question the functionality. What can it do better than what I currently have? If it's nothing much better, and your current gadget can still serve, you don't need it. So you buy assets, you don't buy liability. You buy with functions in mind. You buy things that grow. A whole lot of people, I have some examples around me, examples of people around me. I won't be able to mention their name for safety and security reasons, and also for castigation. Somebody wants to buy car. He wants to go and buy Murano. I was very angry. What kind of decision? What kind of decision is that? You want to buy your first car, you went to buy Murano. I was like, are you okay? And guess what? The person is courting with a friend. Konile, he was still courting. I don't know who is advising some of our younger folks. I don't know. You want to buy a car, you went to go and buy Murano. Instead of you to buy Corolla and buy something small that will be a tool for mobility and business, money making, you went to buy something for luxury. Who are you trying to please? Who are you trying to impress? Who sent you? As in, who is looking at you? So we must be wise. We must be wise. We must know where to put our money on and what to put our money on. Whatever will not grow, whatever will not grow our income, or whatever will not grow our money, we avoid it. You understand? There are some habits that takes money from you. There are some habits that takes money to you, that brings money to you. So you buy assets, you build assets. You build assets in order to grow wealth. So I believe, with these 4 points of, mine, as far as this cash flow quadrant is concerned, we've been able to pick one or two lessons from here. Thank you. In the other session, we will be looking at, what is it called? We'll be looking at investment quadrant. Then we will be looking at rat race. Also, we'll look at 7 streams of income, but that will be for another time. But now it's time for questions and answers. So whatever questions you have, you can simply drop it on the comment section and we will take it up from there. So I hope you have been blessed by this wonderful session. My name still remains Alfred Oluwafemi Alamo, and I want to encourage you and advise you that as men, in all that you do, please get knowledge, get understanding in all that you do, for you to make lasting impact, for you to become the best that you can be. You need to improve. You need to give the world, you need to give your family, you need to give your community an improved version of yourself, and it will not come except with knowledge. So I will see you, in the next session. Stay blessed and stay empowered. God bless you.